Okay, so folks, the sun's now out. We had a little bit of a sprinkle this morning, a bit of rain, not rain, but just a sprinkle. Let's see what we can do with this, make this come up a treat. Okay, let's see what we can do with this one. Don't know how big we're going to make it. Okay, oh, we've got to set the rest of it up, folks. Haha, getting ahead of myself here, folks. I'm actually thinking of something, folks. We were thinking of going positive image. We're going to go negative image. Make this look a lot more interesting. Let's see what we have here. We have here Weet-Bix. I think it's still Australian made and owned, if I'm correct, by a company called Sanitarium. So yeah, it's really Aussie kids. They always say that Aussie kids are Weet-Bix kids. I used to hate Weet-Bix for a while, for a long time. I find that Weet-Bix has actually quite grown on me over the years. I've never liked it. When I was young, I used to make a joke that went something like this, or it went like this. I'd rather eat a U-Bix than a Weet-Bix, a U-Bix, which was a brand of photocopier, folks. U-Bix. U-Bix. U-Bix, a brand of photocopier that no longer exists. The company that took it over was Konica Minolta before it became Konica Minolta. And when they were transitioning from U-Bix to Konica, they called it Konica U-Bix. So basically, yeah, a bit of an old photocopier joke from way back, folks. Lame toner head humour. Toner heads are photocopier nerds and geeks, and they make the best people for the industry. And that's come up looking really quite interesting, but it looks shit house. I got some of that there, but it's maximum enlargement. No, it's not. It's not quite 400%. I don't know how I'm going to make this look, folks. Maybe we'll make it a movement piece. We might do that, because it just looks shit house as it is. I'm just going to take out the enlargement. Maybe just chuck it to 100. But yeah, U-Bix, a brand of photocopier that no longer exists. The first photocopier I ever saw in my life was what was known as a U-Bix V2. So it was a U-Bix was the first machine I ever saw. U-Bix. I also did work experience at Konica U-Bix back in 1993, around I think February, March 1993. I did some work experience there as a refurbishing technician. I really was desperate to get back in. I wanted to be permanently there, because I found before the industry became really snooty and horrible and you know, really driven by money or greed, you could say. Well, basically, there was a lot of friendly people in the industry, and I found Konica U-Bix staff generally, except maybe one or two, really friendly. I found them friendly, folks. That's kind of looking really quite nice. I found them really friendly. I really enjoyed working at what was called Konica Ubix, I really enjoyed it. I found it very pleasant, very nice experience. So it goes to show that the industry can do something nice. The industry can be nice, that you don't have to be mean-spirited and snooty and money-fucked. You don't have to be like that. Being in the industry, you could be friendly, and I really found Konica Ubix really friendly, and I just can't forget that. Even though now the industry's full of shit, full of dumb people, nasty people, and Konica Minolta is quite a nasty company now to deal with. Like, if you're getting your photocopier fixed by them, if you're going straight to them and not a dealer or a middleman, you're going to experience some sense of unfriendliness. Now, I don't know which one I like better. I think the first version was best. But you just don't get that friendly feeling anymore. You don't get that friendliness. I could just get work experience there, and I had work experience doing that. It was in North Ryde on 22 Giffnock Avenue, if anyone out there remembers that address where Konica Ubix was once, or it was there, I think, even in the Konica Minolta days, but they moved away to another part of in what's called Macquarie Park. Well, I think that place where Giffnock Avenue was North Ryde, but I think it's now called under Macquarie Park. So, but I found them really friendly back in 1993, and now they just don't come across like that anymore. The photocopier industry is dark and gloomy and full of people that just don't care about the product or about the customers. It's all about money fucking. I don't have any respect for the industry. I really don't, folks. I really feel I've gone really cold on the whole fucking lot. It's really a cold industry. It's not nice and warm and humane anymore. I really feel a sense of disillusionment at the whole fucking lot. I do. I feel very, very, very disappointed and disillusioned about the industry here in Australia. But it's not just in Australia, it's around the world. The photocopier industry is full of shitheads. Just don't know what to think. Why can't things be nice again? Why can't toner heads? Because toner heads are the best people for the industry, obviously, because they're passionate about this stuff. There's some toner head that told me that they were having meetups with other toner heads, and these toner heads were trying to make with old equipment. They were trying to build a more efficient copier system. He was basically telling us, even though he was using that, they were not in the R&D lab anymore. They were just hobbyists trying to tinker with the equipment and make it better. And they don't have any more say in the industry. The toner heads. Toner is the colour that's on your page, on the paper. It's the ink. It's basically what's called a powdered ink. It comes in a container. Well, this is a Konica Minolta ink for this type of machine. Probably suits other brands in the same series, if there is any in the same series. But basically, the photocopier industry has become a real dark, horrid place, and toner heads make the best employees. But back in 2000, no, it wasn't 2000, it was in 1997 and 1998, apparently a lot of toner heads got made redundant, and this person was one of them. This person I bumped into, he runs a chicken shop, or was running a chicken shop instead of working in the industry and tripping the light fantastic when it comes to designing photocopier equipment in the fucking lab. And R&D no longer exists, it seems, in the industry. The industry's full of, this is just legacy software. They don't use anything new except to change how it looks and how it operates, but they don't put new features into this equipment. There's no new features. if anything, they take features from the machines because they think it's going to make people less alienated and want to buy their product to make it simple, but it looks crap. It doesn't work. It still looks quite complicated, and if you are a person who, you like a printer, who wants good quality and wants to have control over the, as you can see, to make a better image, there's no option for that. It's just all fucking shit. But I know most people wouldn't agree. They wouldn't want all these features, but you need to cater for both. And that's where my future vision of photocopier design comes into it. And these features will be available primarily as apps. And these apps will integrate with the artificial intelligence in the photocopier. So this is just a taste. And basically, yeah, and that's better than the shit we have today. So that's come up looking really quite a treat. I think we can now call this Ubix joke finished.